There comes a moment, usually in the quiet, when life slows enough to look back. Not forward with plans, not sideways with comparisons, but back, over the ground already walked. And there, almost hidden between the ordinary days, a pattern begins to appear. Provision. Not loud, not dramatic, not always the way it was hoped for, but faithful, consistent, right on time. There were seasons that felt dry, yet strength somehow lasted. Doors that seemed closed, yet another way quietly opened. Days when nothing made sense, yet somehow everything held together. Looking back, it becomes clear. What felt uncertain was never unsupported. God had already gone ahead. Because God does not react to need, He anticipates it. Before the prayer forms, He is moving. Before the heart begins to worry, He has already prepared the answer. Long before His children recognize their lack, heaven has arranged their supply. Israel learned this under an open desert sky. No farms, no markets, no visible resources, just sand stretching in every direction. By human logic, survival was impossible. Yet, every morning the ground was covered with bread from heaven. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain quota every day, that I may test them, whether they will walk in my law or not." Exodus 16, verse 4. Bread did not grow from the earth. It fell from the sky, so they would never confuse the source. It was never about food alone. It was about dependence. About learning that life is sustained not by what hands can store, but by the faithfulness of God. And the same is still true. Provision rarely looks the way it is imagined. It comes through unexpected strength, through quiet endurance, through opportunities no one planned, through help arriving at exactly the right moment. Sometimes it is not abundance, it is just enough. But enough is always a miracle when it comes from God, because He is not only a provider, He is a restorer. Some seasons feel stolen. Years seem swallowed by loss or delay. Effort appears wasted. Dreams seem to wither before they bloom. Yet nothing surrendered to God is ever truly lost. What looks ruined to us is simply unfinished to Him. And I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten, the crawling locust, the consuming locust, and the chewing locust, my great army which I sent among you. Joel 2, verse 25. Restore the years? Only God speaks like that. Not just healing wounds, but giving back time. Not just comforting sorrow, but rebuilding what was broken. He does not merely patch lives. He redeems them. This is why faith cannot remain an idea. It becomes a choice made daily. To trust when there is no visible supply. To surrender when understanding falls short. To place everything fully into His hands. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. Proverbs 3, verses 5 to 6. With all your heart, not halfway, not only when the path is clear, with everything. And when that surrender happens, something shifts deep within the soul. Striving loosens. Fear quiets. Control softens its grip. Because the weight of providing, fixing, and figuring everything out no longer rests on human shoulders. It rests on His. Then even the most ordinary days begin to glow with quiet evidence of His care. Daily bread on the table, strength to stand again, grace to try once more, small mercies that arrive like morning light. Nothing spectacular, yet unmistakably divine. Because this is how God often works, not always in thunder, but in faithfulness. Not always in sudden breakthroughs, but in steady presence. And when life is viewed through that lens, the truth becomes undeniable. There's always been provision. He provided then. He is providing now. He will provide tomorrow, even in the wilderness, even in the waiting, even in the silence. Before the need ever arrives, your God has already prepared the answer. Thank you for watching. Help us make a difference in the lives of others. Please like, subscribe, and share. We appreciate the support.